The next feature we will be looking at is the upscaling feature and the variation features. Um, I'll be using an image that I created on my other account that's a little bit more detailed and has some more features. I actually used this. I copied I s- in the timeline. I saw somebody else's image and I thought it looked great, so I copied some of the features and input my own. And so let's see what is created now. It'll probably be different. So don't worry too much about all of this. This is just an example, and I'm using this as an example because it'll be a great way to show off the upscaling and the variety. So let's see here. Let's see what's generated. This may take a moment though. So I may fast forward this, but we'll see. Well, before I fast forward, just so everyone knows, the images that are created. So you have the image on the upper left is considered image 1. The image in the upper right is considered image 2. The image on the bottom left is considered image 3. And the image on the bottom right is considered image 4. That will be useful to know once those 9 buttons show up after these 4 images are created. Okay, so let's let me pause the video here and I'll be back once the images have been rendered. All right, so our 4 images have been generated. Let's scroll here and let me show you what they look like. So these are the 4 images that have been generated. So the options that we have are U1. The U stands for upscaling. The V stands for variable. And you also have a refresh button. So for example, if you don't like these 4 images, you will click this refresh button and it will create another 4 images based on the keywords that we used or the description that we used. Now, also what I'd like to mention again is that because this is a trial version and you have up to about 25 uses, each image creation is a use. So this 4 is considered a one use. The other 3 I did in the previous video. So 12 images were created, but they were created in groups of 4s. So those are 3 uses on my first 3 videos. So this is the 4th one, and because I clicked this refresh button, I have now generated a 5th use. So for each time we click one of these 9 buttons, it's considered a use. So please keep that in mind as you're going through your 25 trial image creations, because after that you will have to consider paying for your monthly subscription. So, okay, while that's going there, you can actually click here. So while this is being created, if you want to go back to the original image, you can just go up to the top of the message thread, click on that link, and it'll bring you back to your original image. And to uh, reiterate, the image on the top left is considered 1. The image on the top right is considered image number 2. The image on the bottom left is considered image number 3, and the image on the bottom right is considered image number 4. So those correlate with these 8 buttons at the bottom. So if you would like to upscale, meaning pull out more detail on the image, for image number 1, you would click on U1, and that would upscale that image. If you want to do upscale image number 3, so the bottom left image is image number 3. We would upscale it by clicking on U3. If you like image number 3, but you do not want to, but you want to keep within that style and see 4 new variables based on that style, you would click V3. So that would be a variable 3, and it would give you 4 new images based on image number 3, and you would get 4 similar images. So, but for now, I want to show you the refresh that we did. Okay, I'm looking for them. Oh, there we go. Okay. So, for example, if we didn't like those initial four images, I clicked the refresh button and it created four brand new images. Now, let's take a look at these four images. I will do a variable of, since it is the one image that's different from the other three, I'm going to do a variable of image number 4. So in order to do that, I will click V4 and let's see what's being generated down here. Okay, and as you can see, a closer up image, if we go back to the original one, so you can see the other three images had almost a full body image without the face. This one's more of a 3/4 image with the face. So I selected that as a variable, and if we scroll down, you can see the four images being now generated are also 3/4 body, and it also shows the face. Okay. I'm going to go back to the original image and show you what the upscaling does. So let's do an upscaling because the smoke is always a nice example for the upscaling or the mist. So I'm going to pick image number 2. So we will do an upscaling of image number 2. So you're going to click U2 and I will scroll down to the bottom to where the image is being generated. All right, the upscaling is almost done. We're at about 95%. What should happen is, so this message will, we'll get a message saying your image has been created. And one more push. Come on, there we go. So job is finished. See the results. So if we click here, it'll go down to the image created. And this is the new image that has been created. If you like this image, so we have we have 5 new options here at the bottom. So I'll start in the rightmost. So if you click the web, what will happen is it'll open up a browser. So click yep, the yep button. It'll open up a browser with a link to the actual image. Here you can download it onto your computer by, if you go down to this icon here, the little heart disk icon, you can save it onto your computer. Okay, it saves as a PNG file. Let's go back to this one. So beta upscaling, that's something I'll be talking about later in the advanced techniques. Light upscaling. So for example, if this image has too much detail and you want to pull it back a little bit, you would click Light Upscale Redo. So it's going to lower the definition of the image to a lighter definition. So let's take a look at what that looks like. Okay, where are you? Where did he go? There you are. Okay, and you can know it's a light scale or redo because of this double dash uplight. That's what that means. It's doing a lighter image. So as you can tell, it's not as defined, and the smoke is a little bit lighter, a little bit more blurry. So if I go back to the original image, you can see more definition around the dress, and the smoke has higher definition. Even like, let's take a look at, keep an eye out at this image where the head is at. You can see more detail on the head, but let's go down now to where the other image is at. And you can see less detail here. So depending on your taste on how the image has been created, you can either push up for more detail or lower the detail. So let's go back now to that image. Oop, I think the faster way is for me to click on this link. And so now this is the original image that we generated from the 4 images. So now let's try upscale to max. Okay, so it's at 100%. It's going to go finish. The job is finishing up. And one more. There we go. So job finished. See the results. So we're going to click on results. It'll scroll down to the bottom. And if I click on this now, you can see all the detail within the image, as well as you can make variations of this image, as well as see what the image looks like, full scale resolution, which would be this. So you can see here, this is the full version of that image that I generated, and you can see how detailed it is. So that you can compare the three images side by side, I've created this image with the original, the light upscale, and the max upscale. Here you can see the difference between the three variations, and hopefully that will help you when you're creating your images. So let's go back to Discord. Now, because this is at the highest resolution, let's see what happens when we click on Make Variations. So I believe it'll make variations on that high detailed image now. I haven't tried it, so this is actually the first time we'll be doing this together. Oh, the results are done. That was quick. So the results are done. And now we have more detailed. And same options came up. So we can do an upscaling of any of these images. We can do variables of these images, or we can redo all four. As you can see, the more we get detailed, so that's what upscaling is for. And sometimes you don't need to really do all the detailing. I experienced that with making faces prior to the beta released about 2 days ago from today. So on August 20, at midnight, August 22nd, MidJourney had pushed out a new feature called beta, which just makes the profile and facial creation amazing. Before I had to do little tweaks and little word manipulation in order to get a face close to the way that I wanted it. Uh, and again, that could be another video where we talk about how to create profiles, how to create facial images. And so that's the feature, the upscale and the variable features. For those of you who want to get more detailed information, you can always go to um, MidJourney's documentation website. So it's midjourney.gitbook.io docs, and it gives you all the information that you may need. Also, I believe there's something on GitHub that MidJourney has, but I'd have to find that for you. I'll share that with you in the next video when we're talking more about the advanced features of MidJourney. All right, little update. After generating that last image of this image here, I received a message, which is perfect timing actually. I received a message saying running out, and this is from the MidBot Journey. I mean MidJourney bot saying it's running out. So it says just letting you know you can make roughly 4 more images in your free trial. After you've run out, you'll need to subscribe to continue generating. To view more details about the plans, please use the /subscribe command in the prompt. So you would type in /subscribe or visit the website, which would be midjourney.com//account. So looking back, I had actually made some test images to prepare for the video, and so therefore I'm down to 4 more images to create, which is fine. We'll go to my main account once we're out of these 4 images. But just wanted to let you know this is what it looks like when you're running out. MidJourney does inform you when you're almost out of your free trial image creations. All right, so that's it. Have a better than excellent day, everyone.